into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. With this beautiful poem by Rabindranath Tagore, welcoming you all at this beautiful campus of SGSU on a very beautiful afternoon. And I think with a round of applause, let's celebrate the valedictory session of the grand finale of National Automobile Olympiad 2024, which is the third edition organized by ASC and CBSE. And we are very much privileged at Scope Global Skills University to be hosting the grand finale of this grand Olympiad, which includes so many students from across the country who have been a part of this competition. As you all are aware that these 2 days have been extensively exciting and a very great learning session, not only for you, but also for this beautiful campus of Scope Global Skills University. I would like to tell you all that Scope Global Skills University is Central India's first and only skill universities, and we find it one of the most beautiful moment in the campus where we have the energies of this young India to be gathered in this Sabhagar that we call Vanmali Sabhagar. Beginning with the event today, I would like to welcome the important dignitaries of this session who all are there present in front of you on the stage. I would request Registrar of Scope Global Skills University, Dr. Sitesh Sinha, to please welcome our very honored guest, Mr. F.R. Singhvi, President, ASDC and Joint Managing Director, Sansera Engineering Limited. I would request Sitesh sir to please welcome Mr. Arindam Lahiri, CEO, ASDC. This is a beautiful moment where we are welcoming ASDC in the campus yet again. I would request Dr. Anurag Kulshresht, Dean, Faculty of Automotive Studies, SGSU, to please welcome our guest, Mr. Atnu Ganguly, Deputy Executive Director of Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, SIAM. I would request him to hand over the beautiful gift on behalf of SGSU. Also to welcome Vice Chancellor of Scope Global Skills University, Dr. Ajay Bhushan, who has been the leader in the campus, gathering all of us here together in one line. Thank you so much, sir. We have been discussing about the significance of this National Olympiad since yesterday, and all of you have gathered here to get the knowledge, to get the learnings, and move ahead to build an empowering India. I would like to request Mr. Arindam Lahiri, CEO, ASDC, to please come here and welcome this beautiful gathering this afternoon. Mr. Arindam Lahiri.
Thank you and good afternoon to all of you. It's my privilege to welcome you all here. It's always a pleasure to be with the students. I've been here since yesterday and watching some of the activities here. At ASTC, I would like to first welcome all the student participants who have done all the hard work so far, clearing 2 levels of competition, and being here at Bhopal, taking time out. Some of you I know are sacrificing your vacation, your studies, and you are still here. So very, very warm welcome to all of you. I know we are at the end of the program, but still from my end, on behalf of ASTC, I would like to welcome you. I would also like to welcome all the parents here. It's wonderful to see that parents supporting the activity of the children so much, and in many different occasions, some of us who have not been so privileged at our times with our parents, but here I see their devotion being here, traveling from very far, further parts of India, all over India, and also I see Dubai. I understand the teacher from the school has been supporting and coming here. So thank you and warm welcome to all the parents here. I must also thank all the jury members, and welcome them here, who have been part of this, great initiative that we are trying to build together with all of you. And I must welcome our jury members from Toyota, Aisha, Boltath, PSSCIV, Robotex, Seaberry. We have your presence here, and of course our team also has been part of this. So welcome to the jury being part of this event. I just want to share with you our vision for an event or an Olympiad like this at ASTC. We as an organization are promoted by the 3 major industry associations in this country, which is SIAM, ACMA, and FADA. And we are supported by 3 ministries in Government of India: Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Ministry of Heavy Industries, and Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. As an organization, one of our major charter is about advocacy for skill development in automotive sector. And with that as our primary vision, we always thought that we need to get involved right from the age when students start actually thinking about their career for the future, and which starts at grade 6. In fact, we started with grade 7 in our first edition, and it was a chance conversation which I was having with Ministry of Tribal Affairs, and they run schools from class 6 to 12 under Ekalavya model residential schools. So they suggested that why don't you start from 6th itself? And that's when we kind of expanded the first group from 7 to 8 only to 6 to 8. And we've also seen a lot of enthusiasm coming in from students at this young age. And our objective is simply that, to generate that enthusiasm, to generate that attraction for a very, very important industry sector in any economy. So if you look at any large economy, the growth of that economy is simply directly proportional to the growth of the automobile industry in that economy. And therefore, being part of that industry sector, it's important for us to ensure that our younger generation, our future generations, remain excited about mobility as a solution. Of course, a lot of transitions and transformations are happening, but it gives us an opportunity to present to you to start thinking about it. I know some of you will go back with some special tag, being winner, runner-up, etc. And I'm not saying this just as a courtesy, but I'm just saying it from the deep inside my heart. Each one of you who have been part of this event here for the last 2 days and have actually made it here are exactly everybody is a winner, because every one of you have a potential to lead the auto industry of the future, not only in India, but maybe of the entire globe. So, wishing you all the very best for your journey forward, and thank you for being part of it. Some of you, I do expect, we'll keep meeting you in the next versions as well, participating and exploring even further. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Let me tell you that Mr. Arindam Lahiri is a passionate professional with career spanning more than 3 decades. The initial decade he spent in manufacturing sector, followed by 2 decades of experience across all over the domains of education and training. And his last assignment before being the chief executive officer was the education division of HT Media Limited. And when he is saying that he finds a winner in every one of you, definitely it means a lot to all of you. I think this has been a great motivation through Mr. Arindam Lahiri, that he's telling you that ekla chalo re. As Rabindranath Tagore says, hame chalte chale jana hai. We are not supposed to stop. We always have to move forward in the direction of betterment. So there is, because you, like all of you have come to Bhopal, और बिना शेर के भोपाली क्या बात कहेगा. So I would like to say this, that तुमसे पहले यहाँ अंधेरा था, तुमसे पहले यहाँ अंधेरा था, तुम जो आए तो जिंदगी आई. So welcoming all of you again to this beautiful campus of SGSU, I would request the dignitaries to please inaugurate the newsletter of this month, which maintains the details of the activities of Scope Global Skills University. I would request our team to please bring the newsletter of this month so that our dignitaries can launch it in front of all these amazing kids, amazing people, amazing parents and students who have gathered here. I would request Dr. Anurag Kulshresht also to please join this process. On stage, Mr. Arindam Lahiri, Mr. F.R. Singhvi, Mr. Atanu Ganguly, Ms. Dr. Ajay Bhushan, Dr. Sitesh Sinha, and Dr. Anurag Kulshresht. Thanks to all the dignitaries. I would like now our technical team request them to please play the film of SGSU, because all of you are here at Central India's first and only skill university. It is very important that you also get to know what do we have to offer the young India. Requesting Vijay sir to please play the film of Scope Global Skills University.
We are born curious, always wanting to know the future. But what if we could create it right here? Reinvent the way we imagine, learn and apply. It's time to redefine education. Welcome to the future. Disrupting the barriers of the traditional education system, Scope Global Skills University is redefining it through fundamental tenets of experience, empowerment, exposure, and employment. We do not teach, we train our students. Central India's first and only skills university, Scope Global Skills University, is attending to nation's pressing need for skill development among youth by transforming them from an inexperienced novice into industry-ready professionals and ensuring their immediate placements from day one.
The Skill University in our country is a new idea. It is the natural extension of IFEC's work into the higher education. This new Jain University is focusing on industry-embedded training programs. 60% of training and practicals will happen in the industry, and we are providing student exchange program, faculty exchange program, dual degree program, and these programs are going to be done 2 years in India, 2 years abroad, or 3 years in India, 1 year abroad, and they will give them a lot of exposure. So three things. One is high-end skill. Two, it is based on the industry embedded programs. And three, it delivers directly into placement. In the educational world, we often talk about creating responsible citizens for the country. Skill University is the thing wherein you learn the skill, you learn the humanities part of it, you are prepared to face the global world. Therefore, you are a responsible citizen, also contributing to the country's development.
Accredited with UGC, our extensive and progressive institution stands strongly on our four guiding principles: industry alignment, experiential learning, assured placements, and international exposure. Spread across a sprawling 26 acres, our commitment to technology and futuristic programs are backed by state-of-the-art facilities and labs on a lush green campus and a strong vision.
So industry alignment and skills are a crucial aspect of the educational approach followed at the Scope Global Skills University. Our curriculum is crafted very carefully in consultation with industry experts, with recruiters, with employers, to incorporate the best practices, the latest emerging trends, and the latest requirement at the industry, all of which makes our youth more employable.
There's a fundamental shift in the education and the skills ecosystem in this country, with the Honorable Prime Minister focusing on Skills India and making India the skill capital of the world. Scope Global Skills University in Madhya Pradesh, the first skill university in central India, is leading this journey, working alongside with national, multinational companies and industries to provide industry-relevant and future-ready skills to the aspirational youth. Various transformational frameworks like National Curriculum Framework, Multiple Entry, Multiple Exit gives the flexibility and the freedom to the candidates to choose the course and the path that they want to walk with in the future.
We believe that the true learning comes from hands-on experience. Our students actively participate as per the demand of Industry 4.0 and Industry 5.0. We have created various centers of excellence with the help of our industry partners, technology partners, and sector skill councils like media and entertainment, capital guards, tourism and hospitality, logistics, banking and finance, management and entrepreneurship, telecom, electronics, and green job.
We follow a unique model of education, earn while you learn. Our university maintains a strong connection with industry partners and actively collaborates with them for placement recruitment drives and internship opportunities. We also provide Shiksha Mitra scholarships for meritorious students.
Scope Global Skills University offers a great number of internship and placement opportunities to our students. We train them. Our training and assessment techniques cover every aspect that is necessary for their overall development as a professional. We also offer them student exchange program, study abroad opportunities through various prestigious international universities.
A university that believes in the philosophy by the industry and for the industry. Scope Global Skills University is rapidly changing the fabric of education by bridging the gap between opportunities and skill sets. So step into our world of possibilities where you write your own destiny. Scope Global Skills University welcomes you warmly to collaborate and help us fulfill our dreams of Saksham Bharat, Safal Bharat.
Saksham Bharat, Safal Bharat, with this aim to provide the best skilling to the youth of India, Scope Global Skills University has promised ourselves, as Mahatma Gandhi has also said, be the change you want to see in the world. And so, Scope Global Skills University has decided to be the turning point in the education, along with the new education, national education policy, and all the allied areas, allied institutions. The automotive industry in India is undergoing a transformation because of its sustained growth and profitability. And according to Automotive Mission Plan 2019-2026, which is a collective mission of Government of India and the automotive industry, the sector is expected to employ 26 million people by 2026. The automotive industry is known to be highly dynamic, with ceaseless innovations pouring in from all over the world, changing the face of the industry. And with this, we have a lot of experts who have come across in this National Automobile Olympiad, who have been the jury members. And now I would like to request Mr. Yogesh Singhal, Vice President, Operations and CRM from Bolt Earth, to please address this gathering of young India. Mr. Yogesh Singhal.
Hey, good afternoon, students, parents, and all the dignitaries present here. We are deeply honored to be present here, and though our founders could not make it, but this was one of the most important event for us. So I think as a part of Green Initiative, if I say Bold.Earth, the Bold.Earth was founded in the year 2017 by two Bitsen, Mohit and Jyoti, with an aim to make the mobility cleaner, convenient, and easy, and of course, affordable. As I speak, in last 7 years, we have deployed around 36,000 charging stations all over India, operational in 1,600 cities. And I tell you, if I give you a number, know how much we dissipate energy from our network, it's 120 megawatt per month. So that's a huge number. I think somebody was asking me, we have DC chargers for four-wheeler. Do we have any fast charger for two-wheeler, especially Ether, Ola, Bajaj, Chetak? So I just want to tell you that we have built that charger. Now your Ether, your Ola can be charged from 0 to 80% in 1 hour, which was earlier 3 hours. So that module, that charger is live, but in the next quarter, we would be make it live on the e-commerce website. Also, as a part of Green Initiative, we have deployed forged number of chargers here in the universities, 2 in front of this building and 2 at the entry, where any vehicle, which is four-wheeler, three-wheeler, two-wheeler, can be charged through an app, and you will be able to see the consumption, the live updates. Suppose if the charger is, your vehicle is charged for 20% SOC, you will see that number on your app. You have to just download the Bold.Earth app. Also, as a part of education, we have already collaborated with ASDC. Thanks to Larry sir, we have our 2 modules live of EV charging station. So wherever you feel that you want to learn something about EV, please go on to ASD website. You can learn both the courses that are absolutely free. And as a part of commitment, we would be inaugurating 4 more modules next year on the ASDC website, right? That's it.
And just to add on, as we are, that concluding this event today, I would like to, just to have an opportunity to thank you, all the organizers, and appreciate the efforts of entire ASGC team to make this event successful. We were very happy to see, to young generation, the kind of efforts they are putting in learning the new technologies, and we are very sure, the kind of enthusiasm and the spirit they have shown. We wish them all the best of luck for their future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. दुष्यंत कुमार कहते हैं कि मेरी जुबान से निकली तो सिर्फ नज्म हुई, मेरी जुबान से निकली तो सिर्फ नज्म हुई, तुम्हारे हाथ में आई तो एक मशाल हुई. इस मशाल को अपने हाथ में जो लेकर चल रहे हैं अगले वक्ता हमारे बीच में, वो होंगे the one who's actually leading ASGC as the president, Mr. F.R. Singhvi. He is the managing director of Sansera Engineering Limited, an engineering and manufacturing company of precision machined and forgotten components of auto and aerospace sector, having its operations across India and Sweden. Mr. Singhvi was the chairman of Pillar 3 of ACMA, overseeing the activities of skilling, mentoring, carrying out engineering and industrial improvements in ACMA member companies. Mr. Singhvi is an All India rank holder in both the intermediate and final examinations of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. He was one of the founder partners of Messrs. Singhvi, Dev and Unni, a well-known chartered accountancy firm in Bangalore. On the social activity front, Mr. Singhvi manages Sansera Foundation, which is involved in improving the lives of over 9,000 children studying in 28 government schools. The foundation is actually actively involved in improving environment by way of lake development and tree planting. Mr. Singhvi is managing an artificial limb center for Karnataka Marwari Youth Federation since 1982, having fitted over 50,000 limbs and calipers free of cost. Mr. Singhvi is a member of the working group in running a 36-bed KMYF Dr. D.R. Ranka Dialysis Center, providing dialysis to the economically weaker section in Bangalore, again free of cost. Mr. Singhvi, as member of Rotary, is involved in a project called Mansi, recognized by WHO, in providing treatment to the depressed women over 200 villages in rural Bangalore, and the team has developed a digital platform to manage this activity, and with the use of this digital platform is working on launching Mansi project in different parts of the world through Rotary Club. With many regards and respect, I would like to call upon Mr. F.R. Singhvi for his address to this beautiful young gathering.
Good afternoon. Garima likes to take away all my secrets to the public. First of all, I must say I'm really happy, truly happy to be here in Bhopal. For the reason that though I've been a president of ASDC for over 1.5 years, this is the first public platform program, project program that I'm attending. The reason is very simple. My future heroes are all sitting here in the room. ASDC carries out a lot of programs as dictated by the requirement of industry, meeting government aspirations. But to me, this is one of the best programs that I would credit to ASDC team for having now run it for the 3rd year in a row. And each year, the number of schools are increasing, the number of students are increasing. That means the program is being really, truly appreciated. So I must first thank Arindam and his team, particularly Garima standing here without lunch, for having made this program a flagship program of ASTC. And to me, coming to this Scope Global Skill University and meeting Dr. Ajay Bhushan and his team was again another pleasant surprise. I come from city of Bangalore, and everybody, the whole world talks about Bangalore. And so many times when I visit different cities in India, I don't get impressed. But truly, when I straight away walked out of airport, right up to the college, the roads, the infrastructure that I see outside, and then coming to college was truly a big surprise for me. Pleasant surprise. And then to know that this organization has 7 universities across, 6 universities, going to the 7th one across different states, to me, it's a big, what do you say, a very, very excellent manner in which ASDC activities can be further done. Basically, ASDC is in organizing various activities to develop the skill of the youth. And for that, we need to partner with multiple universities. Here, partnering with one group, we have 7 universities. What more can I ask? And when I come to know that Arindam and Dr. Ajay Bhushan have journeyed together for many years, as a head of ASDC, it gives me a lot of confidence that 2 friends will join together and make both the institute partnership work well. So thank you very much. Now, I don't want to take much of your time, but it's just one message that I would give. And it is so ironical that I was sitting in the aircraft today and I read one article where one of the lady talks about education system, and one of the things that caught me was the Abdul Kalam's comment. And then when I saw that comment, I realized that I didn't read Abdul Kalam's comment in my life before I started my journey. But if I look at my journey, it was something like that. In the sense, when I joined my father, who was a chartered accountant, he had 1.5 employees, one part-time typist and one office boy. And I did my CA articles in a CA office where there were 35 people. So my immediate reaction was, when I joined this office, I said, I mean, both are chartered accountants, where I was doing CA articles and my father was a chartered accountant. I said, I must create an office bigger than where I am today. So when I joined my father 2 years later, I aspired to have a firm which is going to be the biggest in Bangalore. So I dreamt about creating an enterprise. And then I also wanted to be an engineer. But because my father was a chartered accountant, family requirements, that this is the only source of income. If I do engineering, what will happen to my father's CA office? I had to do CA. But my aspiration to engineering continued. And so you look at me today, being a chartered accountant, I am heading the skill activity of the entire auto sector. It shows what? That if you dream, you aspire, you can achieve any dream. You don't need educational qualification pertinent to that subject or particular activities. My passion for engineering, my passion for skill has carried me to know more than others, that at the association level, at various sectors of industry, they found that I am a better candidate to take on these activities. In fact, as per the rule, the president of Auto Component Manufacturers Association should be the president of ASDC. But the entire committee felt that I know so much about skill that I would do better justice. So all that I'm telling you, and this message that I read in the Flight magazine today was from Abdul Kalam, that you have to dream before your dream come true. And he goes on to say that you have to pursue them with dedication. And if you don't, then you're actually doing injustice to your own potential. So when I see my life history and I read this comment today and I come here, I see the link that I didn't read this message, but I had dreams. And I can tell you that most of the dreams that I dreamt about, I've surpassed them. So our human capability is much higher. It's all that you need is a passion and aspiration. And as I see here before me, you're just the 2% of the students who went through Olympiad. 35,000 students participated in Olympiad. How many? 70 of you are here, which is 2% of the 35,000 students. So you're already, like Arindam said, you're the winners already, that you have been selected. You're passed across over 98% students in the country. So you have been blessed. You have been blessed with good intelligence. You have been blessed with good parents who are supporting you for activity like this. So all I'm saying is that please dream high. You would be creating a crime against you and your family if you don't dream high and work towards it, as Abdul Kalam said, and do your best. As far as auto industry is concerned, let me give you some facts and figures. Current employment in as per policy which was read out, it was 2.6 million, 2.26 million, but actually today, auto industry employs more than 3.35 million. And it is poised to grow almost 2 times by 2030. And it is not growing just that numbers are growing from 4,000 to 8,000 numbers. The activities of the automobile industry itself is changing. You look at a car 5 years ago, an ordinary normal car, let's take Maruti 800 cars. And you look at a car equivalent to Maruti 800 today, you see the number of features that are added in the car. So the number of activities that are getting joined to the automobile industry is huge. To one of the class section that I attended, I gave some answers. I would say it again, that it is now a mobility industry. Software is in it, electronics in it, mechanical has been there. Now autonomous vehicles coming in, multiple fuel concepts are coming in, electric vehicle, hydrogen vehicle, electric hybrids, electric battery driven, pure battery driven. So there are a whole lot of gamuts of different technologies coming in. So it's not anymore just a mechanical industry. Number one. Number two is that if you look at the history of any country, take Germany, for example, take Japan, for example, take US, for example, you see the background. It is all auto industry that created the growth. And today in our country, 15% of our GDP comes out of auto industry. And in that 15%, 15% comes out of manufacturing sector. And out of that 15% of manufacturing sector, 50% of that is 7.5% of GDP comes out of just single industry, automotive industry. And the government in 2047 plan has indicated that this 15% has to grow to 25%. And the growth of auto industry is in the same ratio, that it will be 50% of the GDP of 25%. So as a future, if you look at as parents to parents, that please allow your children to follow their passion, be it auto industry, be it non-auto industry. Don't go by way of economic status. Let them go by their passion. But if they decide their potential, their passion is in auto industry, please encourage them. Don't look at the starting salary, but look at the life they would lead in auto industry. I can tell you it is super exciting and super good. I'm sure most of the children here attending to Olympiad is because their love for the cars and motorcycles. But as you grow older, the economic point comes in view and you forget all these your nice little dreams. Please don't forget. Auto industry is super exciting. It is the mother of manufacturing industry, and it is now bringing in the IT industry also in its fold. So I welcome you to the auto world in future. But today, as of today, I can tell you my salute to all of you youngsters. I feel very confident that the India we have created, my generation has created, is in better hands, in better intelligent people like you. Please take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Indeed, when you were talking to the students, you were reminding of APJ Abdul Kalam in the way you were motivating and inspiring the students. And it came to me that मंजिल उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है, पंखों से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है. आप लोग उस हौसले को अपने साथ लेकर भोपाल से वापस अपने अपने शहरों में, अपने अपने स्कूल्स में जाएंगे. इस उम्मीद के साथ the next speaker for today we have is the Director of Robotics India, South Asia, Ms. Payal Rajpal. She is she's the leadership coach and the founder of Hack the Crisis India. We have her online with us, and I would request Ms. Payal to please share her few words and ideas with the gathering today. Ma'am, we are not able to hear you properly. Can you just give us a minute? Payal, ma'am?
So you should come in person. You'll have to call her.
And organize specialized workshops in coding, circuit training, and robotics for students across three groups today, ranging from grades 6 to 12. What I hear from our mentors, Murali, who's present there in Bhopal and
एक सेकंड बोल तो
Thank you very much for your patience. I think we are going through some technical problem. We'll resolve it very soon. Requesting you all to please have a little more patience.
Can we try this offline and we will go to the next speaker? Can we go to the next speaker? First fix this.
बाकी तो आवाज आ ही रही था बोले तो फोन पे बात करके
Can you take it off direction? टेस्ट स्पीकर
एक सेकंड
टेस्ट स्पीकर से आप ट्राई कर लीजिए कि
वही
आवाज आ रही है नहीं आ रही
उस पे आ रही है ना लाइव भी करना
चालू है
फिल्म देख लेते हैं
इसको आप अलग से फिक्स कर लीजिए इसको ऑफ द प्रोजेक्टर में भी प्रोजेक्टर से बंद कर लीजिए आप पहले टेस्ट स्पीकर करके देख लीजिए
Yes, sure. So we'll fix this as soon as possible. And you see how technology can also be a barrier in between the communication. Nevertheless, human communication will never go wrong. Let's move towards the next speaker, Mr. Atanu Ganguly, Deputy Executive Director, SIAM. और उनका परिचय कुछ इस तरह है that he is a mechanical engineer and a postgraduate diploma in operations management. He is presently working as Deputy Executive Director in the Economic Affairs Department of Society of Indian Automobile Manufacturers, SIAM, looking at various areas such as trade policies, exports, localization, taxation, and skilling initiatives, among others. He joined SIAM in 1998 and has been coordinating with all vehicles and engine manufacturers in India and has been earlier representing them to the government on issues and procedures related to emission, fuel quality, and fuel efficiency, and associated regulations being framed in India for two-wheelers, three-wheelers, cars, and heavy-duty vehicles. He has also been active on issues related to alternative fuels, in-use vehicle inspection programs in India, and have been handling the legal issues related to safety and emission impacting the automobile industry. Mr. Atnu Ganguly, being the representative and leader of SIAM, is closely associated with this grand national automobile Olympiad. और उनको बुलाते हुए उनके लिए ये शेर अर्ज है कि गुलों में रंग भरे बादेनो बहार चले चले भी आओ कि गुलशन का कारवान चले. जोरदार तालियों के बीच Shri Atnu Ganguli.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming on time. Welcome, Ramashankarji. Thank you, and I'm not sure if I deserve that kind of an introduction, but thanks a lot anyway. I really enjoyed it. Well, as I was clearly introduced that I represent the automobile industry. I don't know how many of you know that since you are kids, you would know anyway. There are more than 50 vehicle manufacturing companies in India, manufacturing more than 50 lakh passenger cars every year, more than 2 crore two-wheelers, 10 lakh trucks and buses, and about 10 lakh three-wheelers. So that's the scale of the automobile manufacturing in India. I'll come back to that, why I'm saying that, why. जब हम बात करते हैं तो your father, parents, or maybe your grandparents would know a very famous term, कि what is the basic requirement for a society? It's basically roti, kapda, or makan. But things have changed in 2024 today or 2025. It's not just roti, kapda, or makan. It is roti, kapda, makan, or vahan. So that's why the vahan is a very important aspect in our life. It's a necessity. It's not a luxury anymore. And as I said, that the automobile industry is so huge. And when Honorable Prime Minister has talked about the Viksit Bharat by 2047, and when our economy grows, it is automatically this automobile industry will have to grow. And if it has to grow, then what is the necessity? It is the technology which is required. It is the skilled manpower which is required in the country. And
can they hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sure.
Yeah. So, thank you. So, so therefore, first of all, let me, congratulate all the 70 participants of this Olympiad today. A wonderful job. And in fact, your participation is a motivation to the automobile industry, because you would be the future, industry leaders which would run the automobile industry and take it to the next level. As some of you would have known that what important role the automobile industry is playing in the global world. Today, India is ranked number 3 in the manufacturing of passenger cars. We have, in the last 3 years, overtaken Japan and Germany and become the 3rd largest passenger car manufacturer in the world. We are trailing with USA and China. So as this growth happens, your role becomes more and more important. Finally, I would not take too much of time, but would like to specially thank SGSU, the Scope Global Skill University, for doing a wonderful program. You have an excellent campus. And, when we went around and saw the students working in their facilities which you have, I think these kind of institutions are very important for the industry to ensure that, the skill and the employment is in safe hands. I would also like to thank ASDC, who have been our long-standing partner, and a wonderful job done by Mr. Lahiri, Garima, and the entire team for, having this organized Olympiad being organized about 35,000 students, and then, having those 70 core students brought up to this level. So wonderful job to you and all of you. So once again, I would like to thank all the participants. Congratulations to all of you for winning the awards today. Whoever becomes winner, runner-up, etc. But all of you, to my mind, are at a different level altogether. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So finally, Payal ma'am has joined us, and we have been able to solve the technical issue. I would request the technical team to please take Payal ma'am on screen with us, and I would request her to please deliver her words to all in the gathering. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Garima. I hope I'm heard. You can give me a thumbs up.
Yes.
If yes. Okay, awesome. Like you said, yes, technology does, prayer pivotal, and at times we fall prey to that. So yet again, I'm going to begin half the speech that I delivered, but good afternoon, everyone, and an absolute honor to address such a brilliant and motivated audience of students, educators, and parents, and be amongst the renowned dignitaries at the innovative ASDC Olympiad. Today, as we celebrate the spirit of learning and innovation, I want to commend each and every one of you for taking the first step towards shaping a brighter and more exciting future. At Robotics India, we've educated 1.2 million students from government schools on future skills, pan-India. Our mission is to empower young minds with tools and skills to navigate and lead the technological revolution, bridging the education to employment gap as our sole vision mission to date. As a part of this initiative, we are delighted to play a small part by sponsoring the robotics kits and organizing specialized workshops in coding, circuit building, robotics for students across 3 groups. From grade 6 to grade 12. And what I hear today from our trainer who's on ground, Surali, is that we've had an inspiring results where 90% of the students had successful project outcomes for their coding and robotics projects, thus proving that your curiosity, hard work, and creativity can accomplish incredible feats. And it's truly moments like these that reaffirm the importance of investing in education that goes beyond textbooks to foster real-world skills and sort of bring them together. And I must admit, I truly miss being there in person to witness the marvel of young minds at work and taking cue from what the previous speaker said, that seeing these ideas come to life firsthand is a joy, and I hope to join you in person in the future. And to my dear students, the knowledge you've gained here is a gateway to a brimming world with opportunities. Fields like automation, robotics, AI, coding, IoT are no longer just buzzwords. They are backbone of industries shaping our future. The world is consistently, rapidly evolving. And by mastering these skills, you're preparing yourselves not just to participate, but to lead in industries like automotive, technology, aerospace, renewable energy, and even entertainment robotics. India's robotics market is expected to reach $12.4 billion by 2030. And India already ranks among the top 10 countries globally for annual robotics installations, with robotics increasingly adopted across industries over and above manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. And our government's push for initiatives like Digital India and Make in India has created tremendous demand for skilled professionals in these fields. And over 60% of the jobs in the next decade will require advanced technological skills, which includes automation, robotics, coding, IoT expertise. And also to the educators and parents in the room, thank you for playing such a pivotal role in encouraging these young minds. Your support gives them the confidence to explore, innovate, and truly believe in their potential. At Robotics India, we are committed to creating platforms like these where talent meets opportunity. This year, a first, where 45 students from government schools pan-India, who were also podium finishers and winners as the Robotics International Championship, which took place in Pune in August 2024. And it was the first time where 40% government school students participated with 60% of private school and college sector students. And we attained at least 32% podium positions from the government school students, out of which 45 of them represented India at the Robotics International Championship, which took place in Tallinn, Estonia. And we had 2 teams attaining podium positions. Now, these are school students who had never worked on a computer or a laptop 2 years ago, and yet they achieved unimaginable results amongst participation from 50 countries. And therefore, this Olympiad is a celebration of ideas, a starting point of dreams, and a reminder that the future is yours to create. So, to each and every student here, my message is rather simple: keep dreaming, keep building, and keep believing in your ability to make a difference. Every circuit you design, every project you complete is a step towards a world that's smarter, safer, and most importantly, sustainable. Robotics India is deeply proud to be a part of this journey. I want to thank the ASDC team for making us a part of this brilliant Olympiad. Thank you to my Robotics India team, our passionate mentor Swarali, who traveled from Pune to inspire the young minds. Together, let's continue to inspire innovation and empower the next generation of leaders and creators. And as Singhvi ji rightly said, the real heroes are right here in the room. So let us remember that India's greatest strength lies in the talent and ingenuity of its youth. And together we can transform the nation into a global leader in technology and innovation. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Ms. Payal Rajpal. And here we have another two important guests and speakers of the day. And before I call upon the next speaker, I would like to request Registrar, Scope Global Skills University, Dr. Sitesh Sinha, to please welcome Mr. Ramashankar Pandey, Social Defense Fellow, Indian Administrative Fellowship, who's going to be the next speaker of the day. Requesting Sitesh sir to please welcome Shri Ramashankar Pandey on this beautiful day in this campus. I would request Sitesh sir to also welcome another speaker of the day and our guest of honor, Mr. Shamimuddin, Senior Director, Global Skill Park. We are honored to have such great dais today, and you must be feeling great to be a part of this gathering, to be a part of this valedictory session of National Automobile Olympiad organized by ASDC and CBSE. Now, before calling upon the next speaker, I would like to present a small, brief introduction about Mr. Ramashankar Pandey, one of the youngest professional CEO and MDO for any listed MNC in the country. When he was MD at Hella India Lighting Limited, later worked with Tata Green Batteries as CEO, a social entrepreneur with proven track record of turning around businesses from its financial distress to robust, sustainable growth through technology, innovation, and purposeful strategic orientation. Among the founding members of two social startups in the domain of skilling for livelihood in 1998, while working with Bosch and arresting alarming road deaths on Indian roads in 2013 at Hella. His purposeful business model innovation as employee engagement tool is well described in a case hosted at Harvard Business Review on how purpose led to his company topping the list of India's great manufacturing places in 2019 to be among first 20. An alumni of IIM Bangalore, university topper from NIT Calicut, an expert of automotive aftermarket channel and customer business, a passionate person, successful in collaborating on the vision of technology for safety, building national platform to work on the mission of India free from all avoidable road deaths with industry bodies. While going through his introduction, सर बिना शेर के तो मैं आपको बुलाऊंगी ही नहीं, क्योंकि while I was going through the introduction of Ramashankar sir, दुष्यंत कुमार was coming to me in my head as he said, कैसे आकाश में सुराख नहीं हो सकता, एक पत्थर तो तबीयत से उछालो यारो. आदरणीय रमाशंकर पांडे जी.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. In fact, every time we come to the finals, first of all, respected all the dignitaries on the dais, my humble pranam to all of you. And a big congratulations to all the finalists. जब भी हम लोग, whenever we come to this finals, and I think this is my dream, this is all of our dream. In last, I think I spent roughly 27 years in the industry, automotive, and I think till 25 years of it, I was really missing that. How can we make our industry cool for people to come in? Media is talking a lot about those industries which seems to be on the cloud nine, but automotive has so much passionate people around the world, around the globe, and why we don't have that aspirational value. And that's why I think the birth of National Automobile Olympiad is like our dream come true. So first of all, again, thanks ASDC to bring that together with all the partners. I will just, because we have less time, we'll take a very small story, and I have a point to drive from that story. It's a story of a I'll say lower middle class joint family, and many of us have experienced that in many parts of the country. Roughly around 20 children together in living together, going to school together, and education matters a lot in our country. Our country actually is obsessed with degrees and designations. You go somewhere, first thing who you are is what you represent as a designation. I think it's, when I see Germany, it's completely different. It's more of a skill. It's more of a, people are known for their honor of what they are. In our country, they are known for what designation position they have. And you can't, it's there. You can't change it that fast. But just to tell you, education is so critical that I tell you, the dad in the family and all the dads in that family made sure that the kids are put into the factory of education. And it was like 24/7. Very surprisingly, 24/7 teachers at home. I don't know if how many of you might have experienced that, but 24/7, it's a true story, at home. And the rule was same. It was a school called Watson English High School, and it was Angrez ke jamana ka, spare the rod and spoil the child. So if you are beaten in the rooms of that study rooms, the dads are very happy that something is going on and some education is happening. That was the parameter or KPI. Only to know that at the end of the 10th or the board exam, this guy actually could not even get more than 52%. So the dad was very angry and unhappy, and he was like, again, spare the rod and spoil the child. Again, it goes into the cycle. And I tell you, the whole story changed dramatically when the environment changed, and this guy reaches another part of the country, and same person become in 4 years a university topper. Now, what changed from that, from a Madhubani in Bihar? So it's a true story. And on the way from the college topping to become the youngest managing director ever listed company in India for MNC, all this story is to tell you that what matters, what changed was that story was Papa ke liye padhna tha, and this story was mujhe khud ke liye kuch karna hai. Now, the moment that dream comes, the moment that passion comes, that lagan comes, everything changes. Doesn't matter which school you are, which college you study, what kind of stuff is around, you will extract everything. It's almost like each one of us have a treasure to find. It's only when we go and find it, the only way to do it is individually, each one of us. Now, if you look at these people, roughly 72 out of 30,000 is 0.24%. is in the finals, right? The Indian score of whether it is CAT or G or I don't know, NEET nowadays, the score is 2%. So 2% people actually make it. And you have made 0.24% in this crowd. It's a huge celebration. I think you must pat yourself and give a big clap to you. I tell you, early morning, I came from the Mantralaya late night yesterday, 3:30 I started. And I don't know, after a long time, I tried a train because there was a nostalgia. Because when I used to go from this Patna, Cochin and this Mangala Express, I think the train is a bliss. It's an experience. And after a long time, I could get on alone in a train. So this was a little risk. I'm sorry for the delay, but it made my day because I wanted to celebrate with all of you. Because every year our Olympiad is only going to the next level. The whole idea of this Olympiad was, ye jeetna harna laga rahega. But idea was, can we celebrate ourselves? Can we celebrate automotive industry? Can we also go and have influencers talking about us? Can we also get this as on our dining table that we also do something? It's not that only, the great, only IT. IT needs an application. That application is automotive. So there is a marriage of all this industry, what is happening. And why I told you this story, because I really want to drive this passion which you have. I'm very sure that the last 72 who are here, you have driven by passion. There is no other qualification. Everything where you come from, what you have studied is different, but this is important. I know why this journey for you from here will be very different. Is also something called apprenticeship learning. Educational learning is different. Apprenticeship learning is very different. Believe me, many of us, and we can see around us, I have seen thousands and thousands of people who have made their life really have surprised world class, is because they started to have the learning skill, and that's the first skill in fact we all should have, through apprenticeship. And you are here now, you have a cohort, you will meet them. I think mobile numbers are there. I'm very sure this 72 people must be together talking about what's for automotive next. Because some of us will teach you what we know and you don't know, and sometimes you know and I know, then no teaching will happen. But the black area, which is neither you don't know what you don't know, neither I don't know what I don't know. And the only way to get to that dark area is experimentation, is actually to get that how we question and ask ourselves. So the skill, which is actually I'll tell you, in our country, nobody will like to marry his or her daughter to a master plumber or a master technician. This is so absurd. Though we always struggle with our mic system, with our projector system, with our connections, because we don't clap for them. We actually don't respect and appreciate them. Ultimately, this part, which is an apprenticeship part, which is the parallel stream of our education, it's all together. Education skilling is together. हुनर चाहिए, और हुनर के लिए बिना experimentation किए हम नहीं कर सकते हैं. This Olympiad, which is learning by challenge, because our attention span is decreasing, our adrenal rush, every young guy needs adrenal rush. Challenge is the adrenal rush. This is where you learn. Believe me, what we could not learn in 4 years, we can learn in one challenge. One challenge. We had the skill competition, the overall India skills, and there we had even credit this time, because learning by challenge is an easy things to do. So I would like only to share with you the same passion, and of course what you like to do will come out of this. That's why you are here, because you really enjoy this, and then what you do will be world class. And we will also find out what we don't know, we don't know, because you are going to give us those pieces which can only happen if you celebrate this. So my only coming here is not to tell you any speech or anything, but be there with you in this moment of celebration. Please celebrate. You are in that 0.24%, and whoever wins the final 333 each, I guess it's just, मैं बोलता हूँ लक की एक डोर होती है. एंड आई टेल यू अगेन वन थिंग, एजुकेशन इज लाइक लक का डोर, स्किल इज लाइक लक का चादर. इतनी चौड़ी फैली होगी, कुछ ना कुछ तो आप कर ही जाओगे. There is a basic difference in skill and education. Education must be converted to something useful, that is skill, because both are coming from the same. But if you have a grid, you can enjoy, and the success probability is much higher than just have a rope which will sometime pull you. So if you go in the same सीधी line, जैसा सब कर रहे हैं, we will have those areas. But believe me, many of us, and I'm personally very happy that I'm in a gig working, doing a lot of topics. I think last 20 years, at least I'm working for 5-6 organizations every day, continuously, because I like to do that. And I would like to end this to all of you, that if you have that passion, and if you can somewhere get that purpose can be for your family, purpose can even be for your country, and if the purpose can be real national social cause. For example, if you look at all of us drive on roads, and every day Every day, 470 families does not get back their people. Every day, can you imagine? Think about them. Morning, they start their day. Evening, they don't come back. Can't we solve it? We are in auto industry. We are actually the vehicle guys. We know the driver behavior. We can actually do all kind of ADAS. Forget autonomous driving. Can we actually use it now for assisting and alerting our drivers? Can we analyze? Can we reconstruct every accident? Can you volunteer for that and get the mechanism to work on it? I think you can get a lot of purpose like this. Personally, I'm married to that purpose, and there can be many purpose which you can get married. But the moment this passion marries this purpose, believe me, miracle happens. And miracle does happen. In this room, it will happen. If you meet some of you later, after 3, 4, 5 years, you will share with us that what happened to you, thinking about this thought that you can do that world class because you are in that 0.24%, because you have that passion and you found your purpose. Good luck. All the best to all of you. Thank you.
One minute. I need to. You heard his speech. He talked about his life. I talked about my life. I talked about dream and passion. He talked about dream and passion. We didn't exchange notes. And he talked about 72 students. 72 students, 30,000. Between engineer and accountant, this is the difference. I said 2%. He was more precise, 0.2%. His life across different organizations and very successful. My life across organization, from accounting to engineering to association. And to both of us, we have been able to succeed not because of business, but because of our connection to the social work. They read my biodata to you, they didn't read fully. He is today heading the Begri project of Indian national government across the country. He quit his job as MD of Tata Electronics to take up the post at 1% of the salary. I'm right, 1%, not 0.1%. And to eradicate beggary. And the point I was trying to make, that chartered accountant can be head of auto industry in skill. So more or less similar kind of life, but what is common between the two is the passion. And willing to take risk, willing to follow the dreams, change from one part to another. I can't think of two people coming on the stage at different time, and I know he didn't hear my speech on the phone because it was not virtual, having the same sort of concepts which makes a person successful.
Beautiful. महात्मा गांधी कहते हैं कि श्रम की गरिमा इस बात पर निर्भर नहीं करती कि आप क्या करते हैं, बल्कि इस बात पर करती है कि आप कैसे करते हैं. The purpose that he was talking about, how do you do it, the intentions. Now coming up to the next speaker of the day, as you all know that the event has been organized by SGSU and CBSE, we have Dr. Biswajit Saha with us, Director, Skill Education, CBSE. I would request Dr. Biswajit Saha to please address the gathering of the day.
Good evening, everyone, all the distinguished guests on the dais, my dear student, and of course, representative from Automotive Sector Skills Council. It's really a great occasion. I was hearing Mr. Ramashankar's speech and other file and other speech. So it's really great to hear all of you, and definitely physically missing you all. So as all the eminent speaker has rightly mentioned, that these 2 days actually giving you opportunity to learn more and more things. And many of you, as you are representing school, so later when you join the professional courses right after 10+2, then you will see such kind of activities in the college. So here at CBSE, Automotive Sector Skills Council, and Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, we are trying to focus upon how at the early age this kind of participation in Olympiad, and also get close associated with the industry representative. because the routine efforts by the school and school leader many a time may not give this kind of opportunity to interact, to know the exact status of this automotive industry. And many speakers are into both these days and earlier also you have participated regional level. There also you came to know what way industry is shaping. And if you look into the industry leader, I'm going to give a different perspective altogether. If the industry leader, especially in the automotive, Germany is the post World War II is seems to be a great nation who has shown the world how this through automotive and manufacturing they can be at the highest position. At the same time, the industrial crisis, the way it is shaping up right at this Germany, is a topic I think we must understand. And later on, anytime any industry can come up at the peak stage, and there could be certain deviation from that. So we must be ready for that. So, my dear student, so my humble request to you all, so you must look into the dynamics and of not a particular industry, but how you can able to adopt the new changes, especially technology changes, whether it is switching towards electric and maybe later on solar based and other sustainable technology may come up. But through this Olympiad process, I think you came across a lot of literature through which you can, some of you may have a specific knack to understand and also study more on this area. And later, passionately, you can also take up as a career on this area in a mission mode. So all kind of support would be there from our side, and definitely Automotive Sector Skills Council through their industry partner, we are organizing a different kind of teachers training program. So it is not the end. Of course, today is the culmination and the Olympiad winner would be declared. But for the majority of the student who may not be the medal winner, but your participations means a lot. And through that process, I think maybe after 10 years or 15 years or maybe 20 years max, some of you may lead any of the automotive sectors in country or globally. So with these best wishes, let me pause here, and I hope it's a lot of learning and lot of interactions and also lot of networking amongst the student of different part of the country, both government schools and private independent schools. So this network, how you can excel and you can maintain for the future growth, that need to be scripted right from this venue at Bhopal. Thank you, and namaskar.
Thank you so much, Dr. Saha, for your kind words and enlightening words. Now I would like to call upon Mr. Ashwini Junjunwala, Head South Asia Seaberry, who has also been associated with this whole National Automobile Olympiad. Huge round of applause for Mr. Ashwini Junjunwala.
Thank you everyone for the opportunity. I thought that, okay, I should also start in a little Bhopali way, following ma'am. So I had written this some time back, but I think the true essence has transpired to me in these 2 days. आज बेचैनियों में अजीब सी कशिश है, आंसुओं का जायका भी कुछ नया सा है, इसी एहसास को खुशी कहते हैं शायद, कमबख्त बड़े दिनों बाद टकराया सा है. So And I swear, I really mean from the bottom of my heart that this khushi, this happiness, has been because of these amazing 70 rock stars whom I had an absolute honor and privilege of meeting, conversing, and interacting. You guys have not only inspired me and my team and all of us, but you have shocked me. I promise you that all of us elderly people who are sitting here, we are very fortunate that we are not born in your generation. We would have had a very difficult time in competing with you all. So great job, everyone. Your vision, your enthusiasm is infectious. You all have tried this competition on our product. So what we do, Seaberry is basically an industrial training company which offers simulation, industrial training simulation backed by augmented technology. It's a vast and kind of intricate subject. I will not go deep into that. But one thing, let us all understand whether we come from skill industry or not, right? कि भाई स्किल्ड वर्कमैन की जरूरत भी है, शॉर्टेज भी है और डिमांड भी है. ठीक है. अब ये हमें इन सबको बैलेंस करके मतलब बेसिकली व्हाट वी नीड टू डू इज वी नीड टू ब्रिज दिस गैप बिटवीन डिमांड एंड सप्लाई, एंड this can only happen with the right kind of technological intervention which can bridge this gap in a faster and efficacious way, right? ASDC has done this amazing job, amazing event where I think everyone has said so many things. So most of the things I wanted to say has already been covered. But then I would say that these kind of events is a bridge that not only meets the right demand to the right supply, but also it is a platform for youngsters like what 70 people here in the batch to get that platform and understanding of the upcoming technologies, the concepts that are there in the world, which can be honed and exercised to meet the best of your talents, right? So keep dreaming, guys, keep flourishing. I hope we had a good discussion. For anything, you're free to reaching out to us. You have our numbers. And just to close this little submission of mine, I want to quote one of more shares that I had written a long time back, which I personally feel is a war cry of young India to the world at large. And it is dedicated to all 70 of you guys. So listen it carefully. This is an Indian war cry to the world that Muflisi ab intakam par utar aayi hai. Muflisi is helplessness. Okay. Muflisi ab intakam par utar aayi hai. संजीदगी अब कोहराम पर उतर आई है. हर हस्ती को एहतियात है, हर हस्ती को इत्तला है कि वो एहतियात बरत कर टकराए. रवानी में मचलती है जवानी, अब बुछाल पर उतर आई है. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
इस शायराना माहौल को और शायराना बनाने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका. Now coming up to the next speaker and the last speaker of the day, our esteemed distinguished guest, Mr. Shamimuddin. He has built a distinguished career marked by diverse and accomplished roles in administration and management. As an IAS officer, he demonstrated exceptional governance and public service capabilities through key assignments, including service as Collector of Ali Rajpur and Commissioner of Panchayat. His tenure as Managing Director of the Dairy Federation provided him with valuable corporate management insights, while his role as Additional Secretary in the Technical Education and Skill Development Department highlighted his commitment to advancing education and skill development. His current role as a Senior Director at SSR Global Skills Park, Bhopal, he is spearheading the establishment of a pioneering institution that integrates Global Skills Park into the broader skills ecosystem. His expertise in policy formulation, strategic planning, management, and fostering industry-institution linkages reflects a holistic and innovative approach to addressing the challenges of technical education and skill development. With huge regards and respect, I would call upon Mr. Shamimuddin for his address to the beautiful gathering today.
Distinguished guest here, Mr. Arinindam Lahiri, CEO of the Automotive Sector Development Council, Mr. Ramashankar Sai, Social Defense Fellow, Indian Administrative Fellowship, Mr. Singhvi, President of ASDC, Mr. Atanu Ganguly from SIAM, and Mr. Dr. Ajay Bhushan, Vice Chancellor of SGSU. And also my friend Mr. Mukesh Sharma, who is Vice President of this group, and Dr. Sinha, Registrar of this university. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the 72 finalists who have made to this grand finale and have worked hard to come to this stage. This is a very inspiring moment for them, as pointed out by Mr. Ramashankar Pandey, that only 2% of that have come to this stage. So many congratulations, and I hope that many of you would pursue a career in automobile technology in future, because this coming to this stage shows the reflection or interest which you are having in this field. Now, I also come from the skill background, and I'm working in an institute called Global Skills Park. This is first multi-skills park of India, and set up with an international collaboration from IT Singapore. The speech which is given by Mr. Ramashankar Pandey highlighted the fact that skill is not aspirational in our country. We don't look, with respect to the person who is highly skilled, we don't mingle with them in the society. So this is the tragedy actually, but this is going to be changed. Because whatever degree or diploma or whatever qualification which you are acquiring, it will be of no use unless you have skills. And skills are not permanent. They are continuously changing. With the coming of AI, all the skills are going to be changed. By 2055, 50% of the manual work which is being done by the manual labor will be done by machines only. So you are pursuing suppose some career, you have to continuously acquire some skills. Because in long time ago, when we did our engineering or when we acquired some qualifications, then we are not supposed to add on qualifications. Whatever we have learned, we will simply apply those things. But now the things have changed. And the things are changing at a very fast pace. So if you want to pursue a career and you want to remain employable, you have to be in the best of the industry and with the best of the skills. So that is only possible if you will be continuously on your toes, so that you remain employable, you cater to your family, you contribute to your society or to the nation. Regarding the skilling scenario, we have a very high demand for skilling. But unfortunate part is that people will pursue some degree or diploma, but will not come to attend these courses. So this is why we are having such universities, skill universities, or Global Skills Park, where we are putting things in such a manner that we are creating authentic industry environment in the institution itself. So those who are coming out of our institution, they can directly hit the ground with minimum of training or with minimum of orientation. Regarding the automotive sector, I was thinking, what is the future of vehicles? So I was just going through some articles. So I saw that electrical vehicles are already there, and by 2030, 50% of the market will be acquired by EVs only. But sooner or later, they are also going to be phased. We will have automated vehicles, we will have connected vehicles, and the complete architecture of the vehicles will change.
So one of the person who is chairman of Capgemini, he has written that first they will remove the feet. So this has already happened. We are now directly controlling with the hands. No use of feet is required in some vehicles. Then they will remove your hands. That will be an automated vehicle which will be used without hands, without feet. And the last stage of automation would be they will remove the eyes, use of eyes. So complete automated vehicle would be there. So it's a very fascinating area. And after some time, the vehicle will be connected with the external environment. It will take the decision based on the condition of the roads, condition of the weather, whether some accident has happened outside, or and it will be a lot of network actually, like media, entertainment, Wi-Fi, all the facilities would be there. And somebody has said that people will come to car not for only commuting, but using some service inside the car. So this is going to be the future. So this is a very interesting field, and I hope that some of you may like to pursue that, because the automobile always fascinates, right from the children's and teenagers, young persons, always are fascinated by the automobiles. So this is my brief speech, because after listening Mr. Ramashankar Pandey's speech, that such a inspiring speech, and then Sharana speech given by I forget the name, Ashwini, yes, Ashwini Jhunjhunwala ji. So it's very interesting. Now I hope that you have enjoyed this your two days stay in this university, and I wish for your bright future. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. And now coming to the main part of the day. But before we announce the result of this Olympiad, क्योंकि हम अंजाम तक आएंगे आहिस्ता आहिस्ता, we would like to felicitate those who have been a part of this National Automobile Olympiad. I would request our dignitaries to please felicitate the team who has been the part of the jury in this national, not only national, but this has become an international competition because we have participation from Dubai also. I would like to call upon Mr. Bhaskar Singh, Senior Officer, Toyota Kirloskar Motor Private Limited, requesting the dignitaries to please felicitate the jury member, Mr. Bhaskar Singh. Mr. Raghu Prasad, Group Manager, Assembly Division Deputy Manager, Toyota Kirloskar Motor Private Limited. Mr. Ajay Arokia Das, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your surname wrong. Aftermarket Competitive Development, VE Commercial Vehicles. Mr. Yogesh Singhal, Vice President Operations and CRM, Bolt Earth. Mr. Tarun Soni, Regional Head Operations, Bolt Earth. Mr. Tarun Soni. Next, calling upon Mr. Saurabh Prakash, Head PSSCIVE. Next, calling upon Dr. Kamal Kishore Vora, Consultant NEP Implementation, ASDC. Dr. Kamal Kishore Vora. Ms. Swarali Nirbhavane, Senior Robotics Trainer, Robotex India. Mr. Ashwani Jhunjhunwala, South Asia Head, Seaberry. The Shire of the Day. On behalf of Scope Global Skills University, we would also like to felicitate the team of ASDC for their constant work that they have done. Mr. Lokesh, lead service and aftermarket initiatives. Mr. Ayush Gupta, lead manufacturing and engineering initiative ASDC. Mr. Kirti Arora, NEP implementation ASDC. Mr. Ravi Shankar Mishra, Mr. Ravi Shankar Mishra, NEP implementation ASDC. Ms. Mona, intern NEP implementation ASDC. Ms. Neha Dhami, intern PR and communication ASDC. And nonetheless, Ms. Garima Jamb, Assistant Vice President, NEP Implementation ASDC, who has been the one found running all over the campus for this event. Three jury members who I forgot to mention here, I would like to request them to come over. Dr. Pooja Bijlani, Head of Department, Faculty of Future Skills, Scope Global Skills University, being a member of the jury in this National Automobile Olympiad. Dr. Pooja Bijlani. Next, calling upon Dr. P.S. Yadav, Head of Department, School of Automotive Studies, SGSU. Dr. P.S. Yadav, Head of Department, Faculty of Automotive Studies, SGSU. And Dr. Balram Yadav, Head of Department, School of Electricals and Electronics, Scope Global Skills University. We would also like to facilitate the partners of this event, Ms. Shubhangi Sethi, Business Development Manager, Seaberry. Mr. Shubham Mehendri, I'm sorry, the surname is very difficult. Mr. Shubham, Business Development Manager, Seaberry. Mr. Ram Swaroop Tiwari, Operation Manager, Prota Tech. Ms. Sakshi Sardana, HR Executive, Prota Tech. अब समय आ गया है उनके नाम लेने का जिन्होंने इस नेशनल ऑटोमोबाइल ओलंपियाड में they have been the champions and winners, and under the group 1, which is for the students of class 6 to 8, the second runner up for this Olympiad is Purbi Verma, DCM Presidency School, Ludhiana. The proud daughter of the proud father, Purbi Verma, second runner-up, Group 1. I would request Garima ma'am also to please be a part of this felicitation. The first runner-up in Group 1 is Drishti Verma. Both these sisters have achieved these awards, and definitely it's a great moment for the whole family, DCM Presidency School, Ludhiana, Drishti Verma, Group 1, first runner-up. And the champion of Group 1 is Aryan Jaiswal, Delhi Public School from Delhi. Student of class 8th, Aryan Jaiswal, Delhi Public School, Delhi, is the champion of National Olympiad. Moving towards Group 2, which had students of class 9th and 10th, the second runner-up is... Kitna pin drop silence hai, wah. The second runner-up is Ritupam Batham from Maharshi Vidya Mandir Senior Secondary School, Guwahati. And here Northeast comes. जोरदार तालियों से हम ऋतुपम बाथम का स्वागत करते रहें. The second runner-up of Group 2, Ritupam Burman. And the first runner-up of Group 2 is Suryanshu Sundar Subudhi from DAV Public School, Bhubaneswar. तालियां बजती रहें इन होनहार बच्चों के लिए जिन्होंने अद्भुत प्रदर्शन किया है इन 2 दिनों में. And the champion of Group 2 is V. Sai Anish from Bose Public School, Chennai. V. Sai Anish from Bose Public School, Chennai is the champion of Group 2. Moving towards Group 3, including the students from Standard 11th and 12th, the second runner-up in this category is Hitarth Sandeep Kumar, our own high school, Dubai. And that's an international appearance on the stage. Hitarth Sandeep Kumar, the second runner-up of Group 3. The first runner-up in Group 3 is Vidhan Harpalani, our own high school, Dubai. Second runner-up, first runner-up from Group 3, Vidhan from our high school, Dubai. And declaring the last champion of this year of Group 3 is Samarth Prakash, Khaitan Public School, Ghaziabad. Requesting all the winners to please come here for a group photo so that we don't miss out on this beautiful moment. Please come along with your trophies and certificates.
just come with your trophy and certificate, you can leave the research.
सरवत हुसैन कहते हैं कि जिसे अंजाम तुम समझती हो, इब्तिदा है किसी कहानी की. So the story has just begun. Here, the future starts with these beautiful kids who have been the champions and runner-ups of National Automobile Olympiad. But this is also going to be a motivating, a learning moment for all those who are sitting in the auditorium at this time. Feedback form. Requesting all the dignitaries to please take their seats on the stage so that we can formally conclude this event today. And to all those who have come here, जैसा सर ने कहा कि हार जीत तो लगी रहती है. The aim is to move forward always, to be motivated, to be inspired, and hope you will come again next year with the same zeal to become the champion of 2025. All of you must have received a feedback form on your WhatsApp group. We request you to kindly drop your feedback. How was your experience about this event? जापान के एक बड़े शिक्षक रहे हैं. A teacher from Japan has said, if you will listen, you will forget. If you will read, you might remember. But if you will do it, you will understand it. और हिंदी में ना बोला तो क्या बोला कि सिर्फ सुनोगे तो भूल जाओगे, पढ़ोगे तो याद रह जाएगा, करके देखोगे तो समझ जाओगे. The training sessions that you have had in these 2 days will definitely give you an understanding of what we actually want to do in the life. We all are glad to have all of you in the campus today and to deliver the vote of thanks of this beautiful grand finale of National Automobile Olympiad. I would request Vice Chancellor of Scope Global Skills University, Dr. Ajay Bhushan, to please share a vote of thanks on behalf of Scope Global Skills University, Dr. Ajay Bhushan.
Yeah, good evening all. So, especially the kids now, after the 2 days of your, not 2 days, like you all are involved in this event from last almost, I think from May onwards, if I'm not wrong. So, now how you are feeling about? जोश खत्म हो गया कल से, हाँ? So, first of all, on behalf of Scope Global Skills University, as now you all are aware of that we are the first skill-based university of Central India. And I'm honored to say in front of, the ASDC team and my guests and in front of students and parents that we are the first skill university of Madhya Pradesh and our first center of excellence which was being established, that was with ASDC. So this is the specialty, and today this Olympiad, which no other sector have been organized with CBSE. So again, this is a 1. So I'm talking about always alphabet 1, like 1, 1, 1. So digitally it's 1. The first university, and the first letter, right? ASDC. So, and the first Olympiad. So this is the beauty. Before I'll just want to talk to the students for 2 minutes. Okay. With the help of this skill, you learn. All right? Anybody speaks about the spelling of learn? Yeah, learn ka spelling nahi aata. This is something strange. Yeah. Okay. Now with this skilling, you're learning, and you have tell me the spell of learn. L-E-A-R-N. Now remove the L from that. Very nice. So, If you will learn properly, then later on you will. Very nice. So always remember this. But yes, there is another world. Another word is skill. So kindly do not remove S. So remember these two words in your life. And I'm really very thankful, especially to Singhvi sir and Anindam sir, that all the way they have come to, congratulate the students and boost up their level. Special thanks goes to Pandey sir, our Shamim sir, all the people though are here, but my special thanks first of all goes to the students and the parents. Why parents? Because of this kind of a thought which we are doing. We are able and we are trying our level best to change the mindset, which was a block. So after seeing, the fantastic crowd, not only of the students, the parents, I'm really very thankful to the parents that they are equally participating in the event. So the first thank goes to them. The second big thanks goes to the team ASDC, no doubt about it. They have tried their level best, left and right, and they are working so hard to make this event happen from last almost 7-8 months now. Yeah, something important. Yes, no competition have been complete without the help of the jury members. So really very thankful to all the jury members, those who are here today and all the way they have come across, to facilitate the event and to make this happen in a proper manner. So very, 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 very special thanks goes to the jury members. Now, let's talk about the university. I'm really very thankful to my team, especially our registrar, Dr. Sinha, Anurag ji, my deans. If I'll start taking name of everybody, it will be a long list. So really, the advantage, the main thing which I would likely to tell, in front of everybody, when the team ASDC came and the team SGSU, they have exchanged their synergy. So later on, we were not been able to understand that who is from ASDC and who is from SGSU. So we have tried our level best to give our best. Might be, if something have left, I'm extremely sorry for that on behalf of SGSU. But we have tried our level best, and in future also we'll always, we'll try to give our best as we have committed. The special thank goes to the technical team because they have tried their level best, and today we are live and we were been able to talk to the people online. So the special thanks goes to the technical team because, and to our special thanks to ma'am, because tomorrow after some time, later on, we might forget about the event, about the movements. But yes, she's the lady who will keep it live. So a round of applause for her. But last and not least, we are really, really, really thankful from my heart to my hospitality staff that they have contributed a lot in this particular weather. The canteen people, drivers, everybody, I'm really very thankful to them. Now, before I say bye to everybody, because we have said hi 2 days before to you, and the moment have come to say bye to you, I'll just read out one line. And what I want is if the students can remember this line throughout their life, they might succeed. Yes, this line which I'm going to read have changed my life. And I'll request everybody if they can put this line, day and night in their memories, so that might help them to be successful one day. So just remember, it's a start and there is miles to go before you sleep. So just remember that you have just started and you have to do a lot. Thank you so much for everybody for their kind support. And one more thing which we have requested to ASDC team yesterday when we had a word with them, we are so inspired with this event that we would likely to do this event again in this premises and would love to do that. And we have a plan now to do this event in Madhya Pradesh especially. So thank you so much. Thank you everybody for your kind support, time. Love you the kids. And yes, in future would like to see more. Thank you very much. Bye.
think the college deserves standing ovation.
Requesting the SGSU team, ASDC team, and jury members to please come here for a group photograph. The students who have participated here can take their certificates from ASDC team. Please contact Garima ma'am for your certificate.